Report Network has a new and exclusive line of clothing. First up, the Jiu-Jitsu Rash Guard. This isn't just gear, it's a statement. A commitment to eco-friendly battles on the mats and waves. And for those who live by the bold champion spirit, we have something special. A line for men and women designed not just for the fight, but for life. Wear our bold champion spirit of Jiu-Jitsu Rash Guard confidently. Its striking design with golden figures in combat honors the enduring spirit of competition in martial arts. Pair it with our unisex mesh shorts, the perfect combo of style, comfort, and eco-conscious design for the modern warrior. And don't forget, our Jiu-Jitsu Bold Champion Spirit leggings. This attire is expertly engineered to channel the champion spirit in every move you make. Together, it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling the part and living the Jiu-Jitsu way, both on and off the mats. Meticulously crafted for the yoga studio, the gym, and beyond, blending style, comfort, and the heart of a champion. Wear your passion, embody sustainability, and elevate your practice. Join the league of athletes who wear their values as proudly as their belts. It's more than clothing, it's a way of life. Ringside Report Network, where champions dress for success, sustainability, and the spirit of the sport.
Attention to all professional wrestling fans and followers of the legendary Johnny Genesis North. We are releasing a must-have collection of Johnny North merchandise in our store at merch.ringsidereport.net, starting with our limited edition Johnny Genesis North 3/4 sleeve t-shirt. With a unique design capturing Johnny in action, this tee exudes raw energy and intensity through its versatile 3/4 sleeves for any weather. Stand with our legendary co-host, Johnny North. Make a bold statement in the wrestling community by getting yours today, exclusively at merch.ringsidereport.net.
Get ready to amp up your betting game with Ringside Report Network's latest knockout offer. We've teamed up with our pals at bet99.com to bring you something that will shake up the betting world. Dave's Picks with boosted odds. Here's the lowdown. Normally you see odds like -200 over at Bet99, right? Picture this. We hit up our buddies at Bet99 and worked out some magic. Suddenly those odds? They're looking a whole lot sweeter at -150. That's right, and we're all about getting you those exclusive, juiced up odds, only for the Ringside Report universe. So here's the game plan. We dish out the picks, and you keep those eyes peeled. You might see a number on Bet99, but hold up. Wait until Saturday morning rolls around. Thanks to those boosted odds we've snagged for you, those numbers will look much better. I'm all for Bet99 doing great, but let's not kid ourselves. We want to win big too. It's all in good fun, and hey, it's part of the thrill of the game. They're in on it, and we're in on it. It's all about having a blast while pocketing some extra cash. Ready to take advantage of those boosted odds? Go to the special Ringside Report Bet99 link on your screen. We're all about seeing how much we can boost the odds for you, our loyal viewers. And a huge thank you to Bet99 for their support of the Ringside Report Network.
Uh-oh. It's WrestleMania Night 2. WrestleMania Night 2 was last night. It's not WrestleMania Night 2, but it's our recap show, the post show on the Ringside Report Network. Start. Yep. Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
Whose
here.
game is it?
Swerve's game?
No, LA Knight, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
LA Knight wrestled last night. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked LA Knight's match. How did you all enjoy WrestleMania weekend? It is here. It is gone. We are done with WrestleMania 40, 2024.
In the books.
In the books. We have digested, we have discussed, we have thought about it, and now we are here to give you the review for WrestleMania Night 2. We gave you the Night 1 post-show right after Night 1. If you missed it, go check it out right after you're done here with us for Night 2. And I thought Night 2 was better than Night 1. I think that was the consensus among most wrestling fans. Night 2, better than Night 1. And I thought Night 1 was pretty good. I didn't think Night 1 was unbelievable. I thought Night 2 was unbelievable. I thought it was really everything that you would want from a WrestleMania. It's what you're looking for. You got some surprises. You got some celebrities. You got some legends. You got some Match of the Year contenders. You got big title changes. You got a lot of stories ending and starting and all sorts of new stuff happening in the WWE. So I thought, as far as a WrestleMania went, this was WrestleMania. This felt like WrestleMania. Last night was the real deal, and I'm going to go right ahead and give you my score on 10 for WrestleMania Night 2. It's an 8.5. WrestleMania Night 1 gave a 7, and my WrestleMania Night 2 is an 8.5 on 10. I thought top to bottom it was an excellent card, and I thought the wrestling, in the ring was better at times. I thought we had some better matches, and I thought we had a lot more going on Night 2. So it's an 8.5 for me. High score for WrestleMania Night 2 as the Yankees hit their second 3-run homer of the inning,
Number
baby.
22, Juan Soto! Oh, my goodness. I thought that was going to go foul there.
Oh, that was nice. Yankees up 6-0 now on the Marlins.
Love to see it.
What a fourth inning we're having.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're good luck charms. Just when we started watching, they started producing.
I was watching the whole
They
game.
were held to one hit. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a good luck charm.
Yeah, you are. It's you. Wow, a 3-run shot from Volpe and now a 3-run shot from Soto, both in the fourth inning, and the Yanks up 6-0 now. Looking good. So that's nice. How did everybody like WrestleMania? Ryan Katz, 8.5 on 10, giving it the same as I did. Was an amazing card and great action. Johnny North in the chat, not on the show for some reason.
Big
John,
man.
why are you not on the show if you're in the chat?
Yeah.
I thought John couldn't be on the show tonight. I thought it was unavailable. Oh, I think he's somewhere else. He's not at his studio, so he's watching and he's chatting, but he can't actually. Maybe he's on his break or something.
Nice. Well, still good to hear from you.
I understand. John, what are you scoring this on 10? 6? 6? Isn't that lower than what he gave Night 1?
I feel he's quite generous to Night 1 compared to us.
What? Johnny is always a surprise.
You gave Night 1 a 7. I gave it a 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm giving Night 2. I give it an 8.
There you go.
I'm give it an 8. Solid all around. Some matches had a big fight feel to it. Couple omissions of some appearances that maybe kind of like disappointed me a little bit. When you felt a little underwhelmed at parts, but still entertaining and a lot of interesting things going forward.
Yeah, I thought we had some good stuff. We should probably start with the main event and then work our way.
Yeah.
Johnny North saying how Dave liked the street fight is puzzling. You didn't like the street fight? It was all right. You had some nice bumps. Bubba Dudley, baby.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
Patrick Deneau said, I would like to fix my score from Night 1 from 7 on 10, and Night 2 gets an 8.7 on 10. Okay, very specific.
Okay.
I like it. Matthew Henley says, "Hi, Dave. Awesome WrestleMania. Night 2 a million times better than Night 1. 9 out of 10 for Matthew." Seeing Angelo Contagonis in the chat as well. Shout out, Angelo. Angelo, what are you scoring this one on 10 for Night 2 of WrestleMania? Ahmad checking in. "I was expecting and hoping to see Austin instead of Taker." I agree with you there, Ahmad. And Ahmad saying, overall, I think 9 out of 10. Wow. 9 out of 10. A lot of people giving very high scores to WrestleMania Night 2. 9s, 8s. I'm giving it an 8.5. You're giving it an 8. Johnny giving it a 6. Johnny low.
Yeah.
Johnny low score for Night 2, which I'm a little surprised by. I like the main event. I thought it started off a little bit slow, but it definitely picked up. There was a lot of action, and there was a lot of stuff that we were hoping to see in that match. Cody hits the crossroads. Jimmy Uso shows up. Here come the Bloodline rules. Super kick on Cody. Who comes to save Cody from Jimmy? It's Jay. Main event, Jay Uso comes back out, and he starts brawling with his brother and then spears him off the stage through some tables. Usos go crashing. Big crash and bang from the Usos, which was pretty cool.
Big pop from the audience.
It was the best thing that they did all weekend.
Yeah, 100% made up for their match.
You know?
Although that little super kick to set it up looked a bit off, but whatever.
I mean,
they're on the ramp.
Cody then hit a couple crossroads, and then who comes out? Like Cody, every time he had Roman in trouble, Roman's getting the save from the Bloodline, as is the usual with the Roman Reigns deal, right? The tribal chief. This is what happens.
The big schmaz.
You may have him beat, but somebody's going to come out and save him. Here comes Solo Sikoa. Cody kind of holding that. He hit the crossroads, hit the second crossroads, and held it. It was like, why aren't you hitting the third crossroads? And he's kind of looking around, and then boom, here comes Solo with the Samoan spike. And you're like, oh, okay. Cody knew it was coming. I think Solo was a little late on the cue for that one. But either way, it worked. Solo pulled Roman on top of Cody. Only a 2 count, though. Cody kicking out. And then Roman and Solo hit the spear Samoan spike combo. A double finisher.
Yeah.
And Cody kicked out again.
Much to their bewilderment.
And at that point, you go, okay, well, there's going to be some more interference. And Cody's probably winning this thing. I thought going into it, Cody was probably going to win. We predicted Cody to win at the end of the weekend. And when he kicked out of that, you go, well, what can you do to this guy to put him away? After taking the spike and the spear in combination, not many guys in WWE are getting up from one of those by itself. The combination, I don't think anyone has ever kicked out of.
And that's what put away Cody last year, spike and a spear. So it's like, but this time, Cody gets the strength.
Exactly.
To kick out one more time.
Kicked out. Place goes nuts. Crowd was on fire for this whole thing. Crowd was really into it, added a lot. And then it's enough. John Cena comes out. John Cena says, that's enough of this. Here comes Cena, unadvertised, makes the save, attacks Solo, knocks Solo out of the ring. Solo looked like he was clotheslining himself out of the ring.
Yeah.
He kind of grabbed the rope and started jumping over before Cena even hit him.
It was a bit much.
Yeah. But, it did what it had to do. Cena came out, knocked Solo out of the ring, hit Roman with the attitude adjustment, then went after Solo, put Solo through the announce table with an attitude adjustment, and then it was time for the final boss.
I love the way you say that.
And he comes out, and he faces off with John Cena, and it was pretty cool. The crowd was into it, and they did the whole thing where one guy looks one way and the other guy looks the other, and then one guy looks the other way and the other guy looks the other way, and then Cena threw a punch, and Rock ducked it, grabbed him, and hit him with the rock bottom. Goodbye, Cena. It was pretty flimsy appearance there for Cena, but it was what it was. So now the final boss is out with the tribal chief, and they're standing tall, but the Shield music hits, And you go, why is the Shield music hitting? And this was a weird point because Roman, at this point, he's not standing. He's actually like dead from the attitude adjustment. He was selling, right? And then the camera's looking at the final boss, The Rock, and then the Shield music is hitting, and you're looking around at the crowd like, where is the Shield? And then you go, did they get Dean Ambrose for this?
Yeah.
I kind of thought, like, what? There's no way they got Dean Ambrose. Like, Tony Khan would not give up Jon Moxley just for WrestleMania. Like, that's weird. And then Seth Rollins just kind of halfway showed up in his Shield gear and a chair, and then Roman speared him immediately. No, I think
He hit him with a...
I thought he Superman punched him.
Yeah, he got The Rock out of the way.
He got The Rock out of the way. I think he speared him, and then Seth got out of there.
I think he hit him also in the back with the chair.
Later.
Oh, it was
later.
That was later.
Which led to the finish. Okay? So it was the distraction from Seth, the obsession with Seth, that led to Roman's downfall eventually. Okay? We are getting there.
A lot of pieces.
So Seth shows up in his Shield gear, and Roman hits... It was a Superman punch. It wasn't a spear. He hits a Superman punch to knock Seth out of the ring, and then Roman immediately goes back to just selling outside the ring.
Yeah.
He's like up, saving his cousin, and then down, dead again. And then you hear the bong, and the lights go out, and Undertaker's there behind The Rock. And The Rock's like scared, you know? And Undertaker chokeslams The Rock, and then the lights go out again, and The Rock and Taker have disappeared. They're gone. Now, at this point, it would have been way cooler to have Stone Cold Steve Austin attack The Rock, or even Hulk Hogan, given their history at WrestleMania. The Rock and Taker have never worked at WrestleMania before. They've wrestled each other, but it's not the rivalry that you think of when you think of The Rock and WrestleMania. You think of Stone Cold Steve Austin, or at the very least, you think of Hulk Hogan. And I thought that Stone Cold or Hogan would have been cooler in that spot than Undertaker, but, you know, people love Undertaker. He's always around. And you explained to me that he's kind of like the final boss of WrestleMania.
Yeah, the streak and all that. So, like, he's like the Mania guy.
I could see that reasoning.
How dare you disrespect WrestleMania?
Like, Cena made sense because he wrestled solo not long ago. He's had issues with the bloodline. It made sense for him to come out and stop Solo from, you know, helping Roman again. Taker was just like, huh?
I mean, he's had his feud with Roman. You know, he had a match at Mania with Roman, an unforgettable match.
Roman did beat him at WrestleMania.
And it was sort of like a retirement. It wasn't a full-on, but like he left his boots and his hat in the ring, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
Mania 33.
I mean, there's something, but Taker showing up and taking The Rock out, you know, it would have been cooler had it been Stone Cold. You know, The Rock comes out, he takes out Cena. Stone Cold comes out, take out The Rock. That would have been cool. But that's not what happened. It was Taker, chokeslam. They both disappear. And then Roman grabs the chair and hits Seth. Seth is still in the ring.
Right.
Roman, bam, hits Seth Rollins with the chair. So he diverts his attention for a moment away from Cody Rhodes and goes after Seth. Chair shot to the back. Revenge. Shield. Full circle. Okay? Which I thought was really good. I like the finish because it tells another story.
Yeah, they're like, this has always been on Roman's mind.
It's always been there. Seth and Roman have always been there throughout this whole thing. And it's still there. And it's never going to go away. And then Roman then goes back to Cody. Goes for the spear, but Cody's recovered at this point. Hits him with the knee. 1 crossroads, 2 crossroads, 3 crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is the new WWE Undisputed Champion. It was a lot. There was a lot going on. But in the end, they got to where they wanted to go. It's the end of the Tribal Chief. Yeah. That's the end of Roman Reigns as the champion. That's the end of his run. Couldn't beat Hogan's record.
No.
Brother.
A couple months short.
Yeah. He was almost there. Didn't quite do it. It was a big match. It generated a lot of eyeballs, a lot of revenue for the WWE, and it now starts us on this new era that they're really
The
really,
Renaissance.
the Renaissance. Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
Yeah.
The Renaissance.
Exactly. I'm Da Vinci.
I'm painting some art here.
Who would have thought me with a paintbrush?
Ugh. And then the ass kissing of Triple H began. Jey Uso, LA Knight, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, John Cena, Brandy Rhodes, all in the ring to celebrate with the new champion, Cody Rhodes. A little bit like Brett at WrestleMania 10.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk in a suit came out, too, to celebrate with Cody, which just looks lame. And you know who was out there to get a belt presented to her? Mama Rhodes! Mama Rhodes!
Oh, boy.
I'm going to miss that guy. I'm going to miss the final boss. He was really fun.
Hope he comes back.
Yep. And then Seth Rollins is there, and he shakes Cody's hand. Little Brody was there, Brody Lee's son, in the ring there with Cody, which was nice. And then Cody gets on the mic and asks Bruce Pritchard and Triple H to come down to the ring. And then Bruce Pritchard and Triple H come out and celebrate with Cody and the rest of them. Bruce Pritchard, the same guy that Ronda Rousey said if he's still around, then Vince is still running the show because he's just his little puppet.
Yeah, he's like the last remnant. Him and Michael Hayes are like kind of like the last backstage remnant.
And then, of course, on his way out, Cody hugs Nick Khan. Stone Cold would have never. I mean, this is the corporate champion. This is who he is. He's the hand-picked guy from Triple H. Roman was Vince's guy, who's now on his way out. Here's Cody, who Triple H loves because Triple H is a mark for the NWA and Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, and Cody is a throwback to that style, so you know he loves it. Mm-hmm. He's loving it. And, you know, Cody can't go on and on about Triple H, how much he loves him and the vision and the direction and all of this, and they went above and beyond at this WrestleMania to convince you that Vince McMahon is gone. And Stephanie McMahon even came out and said, this is I'm most proud of this WrestleMania because it's the first WrestleMania with Paul Levesque.
I thought she was going to say without Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
It really sounded like that's what she was going for.
Without my filthy daddy.
Yeah. It's like kind of like when Vince Russo cut that promo on Hulk Hogan, like, you're not going to see that piece of shit again.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, Cody Rhodes can't go a day without his dad being mentioned. Stephanie McMahon, her dad is persona non grata in the company he created. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's weird. It's a weird era now without Vinnie Mac around. It's better. It's better than it was over the past few years, that's for sure. Triple H afterwards in the press conference thanking all the wrestlers for enduring over the past few years. This is our moment. This is our time. Like, enduring what? The reign of Vince, the reign of terror that you were kind of, you know, around. Yeah, there was a lot of telling us that Triple H is the guy now and Vince is gone, and I think that's good. It's obviously a better product, and Vince was doing some terrible things. But then when you see Cody Rhodes at the end of the night, like, his whole thing is like, oh, thank you, Bruce Pritchard, and thank you, Triple H, and oh, Nick Khan, let me hug your kid, and let me hug you, and oh, they have a moment, and Nick Khan's whispering words to him, like, yeah, you're the best, Cody, I love you so much.
We're going to make so much money together.
I don't have a Nick Khan impression, but I kind of want to make one up, because I don't really, I've heard him speak a few times.
Is it like a Donald Trump? Because that sounds like a little Donald Trump.
Hey, Cody, I love you very much, you're very cool guy.
I think you're very cool, Cody.
You're very cool, you're
very classy.
You're terrific.
I think you're very beautiful.
I don't know. Hey, it's me, Nick Khan. What's up, guys? Howdy ho.
Hey, it's Mr. Hanky. Or like a Gilbert Gottfried, you know? Can you do that?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I just think that it's lame that Cody Rhodes is hugging his bosses after he wins the belt. Thanks for giving me this belt, guys. Fucking lame. Yeah. It's just like, it doesn't look cool. It makes you look like this corporate champion that the fans are going to turn on so quick. You're kissing the Prime bottle in the middle of the ring. Matthew Henley's calling you a sellout on the chat. Like, come on. It's already starting.
Yeah.
It's already starting. You should have never had Brandy walk out with you either. That's how people turned on you in AEW. They hated Brandy so much that they started booing Cody. Now Brandy's around. It's like, uh-oh, the ship is going to sink. Cody next year is going to wrestle Roman again. Cody's going to be the heel. Roman will be the babyface. And they'll be like, get it back from him, Roman. We hate this guy. It could happen.
It could very well. It could be what this is building towards.
It could easily happen. Easily.
Yeah. With Triple H as like a evil on-air figure, pulling the strings for Cody.
Heyman could turn on Roman and join Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather hear Heyman talk than Cody at this point. It's kind of like, what's the promo going to be like tonight?
Well, thank you to everyone who fought with me.
Again.
And I will continue to fight for you. This is not the end. This is just the beginning.
Oh, man. That rah-rah, like, hey, we're all in this together. Like, pandering stuff. Like, yo. People turned on John Cena, too. Harold Schneider dropping a super chat. He says 6 on 10 night 1, 8 on 10 night 2, 7.5 overall. Solid. Thank you, Harold. Antoinette said, I wanted Stone Cold. I agree. Would have been cool to have Stone Cold Steve Austin in that match. So Cody wins. And as you can tell, I didn't cry about it like Samantha Irvin or many other people, or Logan Paul, who I saw crying.
Yeah.
I was like,
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, people crying.
Seth Rollins cried when he lost.
I don't know. People crying about Cody winning. It doesn't do it for me. I thought it would have been real funny had Cody lost and Roman won because of all the Cody crybabies. They're Cody crybabies really showing them what they are. Everybody crying when he wins, crying when he loses. They're just crying. Cody crybabies. I'm not crying about Cody. I don't think it was the match of the night either. I think match of the night, match of the weekend, and potentially a match of the year candidate, Bayley and Io Sky. An unbelievable match. Bayley becoming the new WWE Women's Champion in this one. This was my match of the night, and it beat the previous match, which was my match of the night up until that point, which was a triple threat, Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, which I thought was fantastic. Fantastic. So I really liked those two matches, especially leading into the main event, which I thought was a lot of fun. But the Bayley Io Sky match was incredible. Some of the stuff that Io was doing, not just the moonsaults, but some of the technical wrestling, some of the transitions, the chain wrestling that Bayley and Io were doing. Really, really nice stuff. Bayley showing why she is where she is, why she's been on top for so long, and Io showing why she's been the champion for most of this year. Just dominant and brilliant in the ring. Every time Io goes out there, she has a great match. She can have a great match with anybody, but she elevated the game here at WrestleMania. Bayley elevated the game here at WrestleMania. They went out and had a career-defining performance last night at WrestleMania. I was so happy for Bayley, so happy for Io, and the performance that they put on once again as well. I think we should mention, I think it's 2 years in a row. It might be 3 years in a row, quite frankly. But the women are stealing the show at WrestleMania each and every year. Last year, it was Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and I saw that they did their Slammies, and they gave them the match of the year.
Yeah.
Rhea and Charlotte.
Well deserved. Charlotte was there.
Right, and that was match of the year last year for WWE.
Incredible.
And I think this year, it'll be Bayley and Io Sky. It was the match of the night, match of WrestleMania, match of the weekend, match of the year so far in WWE. High praise. 10 out of 10. Perfect match. It was a perfect wrestling match. Bayley becomes the new champion. They told a very good story over many, many months, and it culminated in an unbelievable wrestling contest. Bayley and Io should be very proud of themselves. Like, as a professional wrestler, what they did with this match, with the build, with everything, is exactly what you should be doing at the highest level of professional wrestling. They killed it. So, I already had tremendous respect. Like, I didn't gain more respect for them because I already had tons of respect, and I expected the match to be good, but my God, it was great.
I was very glad with that match. It was entertaining throughout. I loved the choice not to have any damage control interference. Just kind of left it all in the ring. It was a nice clean finish. There was no no shenanigans or anything that you would come to expect. Like sometimes some EO matches can have a lot of shenanigans.
Yep.
But they just kind of left everyone back there. Same with, anyone trying to stick up for Bailey. Just
no Jade Cargill, nothing.
No
they
Bianca.
did it. They settled it on night 1, and then they let Bailey and Io do their thing on night 2.
Yeah, and it just made the match that much better.
Mm-hmm. And especially on a night like last night where every match had shenanigans.
There was a lot of shenanigans.
Like
a lot of salad dressing.
The main event.
North would say.
The main event was just like ba 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 ba. So many run-ins, so many people interfering, and then Bailey and Io, a straight wrestling match. It was just perfection.
I gotta admit, on the main event, I was kind of looking at my phone until Jimmy Uso hit because I was like, okay, now the match is starting.
Yeah.
I
You're
was
right.
like, come on, it's Bloodline rules. Like the match isn't over here. Like,
yeah.
where's
100%, 100%. It didn't actually start until there was interference, and that's because we're used to the Roman Reigns matches. And we know that, nothing's really going to happen until somebody shows up, and Cody's going to have some help because it's WrestleMania, and there were rumors, and, come on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Bailey and Io killed it. Match of the year.
So far.
The year.
So far. Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah. I thought Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton killed it as well. But, again, that match had some interference. Did any match not have interference? I guess the Bailey match, LA Knight and AJ Styles, and then every other match, there was some sort of shenanigan.
Yeah.
Every other match on this card. So we had a couple matches that were one-on-one straight up, and everything else had some stuff going on. Randy and Kevin Owens both beating on Logan Paul for a while, and eventually both went for the cover, and then Randy and Kevin had this awkward moment where they kind of looked at each other. I like the entrance from Kevin Owens.
Yes, fantastic.
Where he comes out in the golf cart, and then he drives back and to pick Randy up.
Like, come on,
and
let me give you a ride.
Randy's like, okay, and then Randy gets on the back of the thing and starts standing on it, and Kevin motors down, and you could see Randy going slow down because he's about to fly off the thing. It was great. That was a great entrance. That was fun.
That's a Mania moment.
And they were buddies beating on Logan Paul until they realized, hey, only one of us can win this thing, and they kind of look at each other and go, okay, let's not do this now. Let's keep beating on him.
I love that. I love Kevin being like, do you want to do this now?
And Randy's like, nah, let's just keep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because they knew eventually they would have to because they've been in wrestling. But then Randy was so funny in this moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, he goes for the RKO, and Kevin pushes him away, and Randy's face, just the look on his face, it was like, you caught me.
Yeah. It's me, man.
I mean, you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm a snake. I'm the Viper.
I'm Randy.
So that was a great moment. Randy looking guilty was so funny. And then Kevin and Randy decide, okay, it's the right time. Let's fight each other. And it was a great spot there. And then Logan eventually hit Randy with the brass knuckles. But Randy kicked out. And Logan had a guy in a Prime bottle with him, like a mascot type guy. And he pulled Logan out of the ring to save him after an RKO, to save him from getting pinned. And then the guy pushed Randy Orton, so Randy kicked him about 10 feet. Like, Randy kicked this guy.
He might also called Randy some choice names,
he said some things. And this guy is a streamer.
I Show Speed.
I'm not really familiar with him.
A Twitch streamer?
I don't know. He's a streamer
or a
of
live
some,
streamer.
I don't know.
Or is that the same thing?
He's a streamer of some sort. I'm not really sure who he is. I have seen the name before, but I don't really know who he was. And the crowd didn't know who he was either because he had like a Prime bottle thing on and with a mask, and then he peeled the mask off, and no one reacted. No one. I thought, okay, maybe this guy is just a celebrity. I don't know, but I think it was a celebrity nobody knew. It was weird. It was weird because there was zero reaction for I Show Speed. Different audience, I guess. I'm sure he's probably a guy with billions of views, but I don't because I've seen the name.
Yes.
I've seen that Adin Ross guy or Adin Ross.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how to pronounce his name because I've only seen his name and I've maybe seen a clip or two, and he just seems like an annoying guy.
Or Hassan Piker.
I have not seen him.
You don't know Hassan?
I've never seen that name. No. There's a lot of names out there that I've seen, and I don't really know. I know Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
I've seen
was
him.
Was he the guy that, he was offering sneakers in, Times Square and everyone went crazy?
I'm not sure.
It might have been I Show Speed, actually. That
Maybe
might have
it
been
was
I Show Speed. There was somewhere where everyone went crazy in Times Square because he was offering like a free pair of sneakers.
Like,
or
I
some
see the names,
ridiculousness.
but it's not for me. Like, I'm too
Yeah.
old for that. I'm too old for those guys. Those guys are not for me. But Logan Paul knows who they all are, right? Like, that's his world.
Well, Aiden
so
Ross is a bit of a weirdo.
I don't know. See,
Like
I don't
an Andrew
know.
Tate kind of manosphere guy.
And there's another guy who's like weird. This little guy with glasses who's always getting into drama, and I always see his clips on the internet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what his name is. Foods. Fucks.
I don't know that
I think
one.
his name is Fuchs.
One I like is The Beast 721. He's trying to beat every single N64 game, even the Japanese one.
Fuck out of here. So these streamers, they're there, and Randy kicked one about 10 feet, and then he RKO'd him on the announce table, which was pretty good. Kevin hit a pop-up powerbomb, and then a stunner on Randy, and I thought, here we go.
Yeah.
He had a pop-up powerbomb on Logan. Boom, out of the ring. Stunner on Randy. 1, 2. Randy kicked out. I was like, damn it, man. I thought Kevin Owens was going to win there. And then Randy hit the RKO out of a pop-up powerbomb, which was amazing.
That was incredible.
That was like maybe the spot of the night. That was move of the night, I would say. The Kevin Owens, boom, pop-up powerbomb. Randy turning, boom, RKO out of it.
The fluidity.
Sick. That was beautiful. And then right out of that RKO on Kevin, Logan manages to get Randy out of the ring, gets to the top rope, does a frog splash, 1, 2, 3, pins Kevin Owens. Logan Paul retains the U.S. title.
And I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I'm
You
fine with it.
But like,
I'm fine
I really
with
wanted Kevin to win. You know, like where Sammy's spot had his spot, I wanted Kevin more.
it. Would have been cool, but Logan Paul is doing well.
Yeah, he's a big star.
He's doing well. And the match was very good. He's over, and he's giving them a lot of money with that Prime sponsorship. Like, that's
Yeah.
not cheap. You know,
No.
he's shelling out big dough to the WWE.
Yeah.
So they're going to take care of him. He's one of their title sponsors, and he happens to be a wrestler. That's not a usual spot for a wrestler,
No.
right? When is the last time a wrestler was also one of the main sponsors? Never.
Vince?
It's never a clock is when it's happened. So Logan Paul, you know, I'm not surprised that he's still the U.S. champion. And I thought the match was excellent, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
And he added so much to it. Like, you know why they hate him. You get why he's hated.
Yeah. It's
everybody
a good build
hates him.
for his character.
Yeah, everybody hates him. Makes sense to me. I think we got some scores on 10 as well. Doug Hepburn giving it an 8 on 10. A lot of high scores for this one. I think I saw DJ Dark 6.9 for night 1, 7 for night 2. Pretty close. I think I saw Angelo drop a score as well. I don't know. I thought I saw Angelo's score somewhere in the chat. I watched the matches from night 2. I'd give it 8.5 on 10. Yeah, same as me. There you go. Yeah. So some high scores for night 2 of WrestleMania. Elsewhere, we saw LA Knight get the win over AJ Styles after knocking him off the top rope to stop the forearm, hitting the BFT 1, 2, 3. Solid match.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
I love the ripping the mat on the outside.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of Hogan and Andre, Mania 3, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever that happens in Mania, kind of makes me think of that. It was good to see.
I liked seeing LA Knight get a big win over a living legend at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the legendary AJ Styles, the man who retired The Undertaker, former world champion, beating him on his first ever WrestleMania. I thought it was a good match, and it was a good step in the right direction moving forward for LA Knight.
Yeah, it really shows like how far he's come in this last year, you know? Like last year I don't think he was on Mania, and now he's beating AJ Styles, and he's like one of the guys helping, like holding Cody up at the end, you know? Like
Yeah.
he's a guy. I could see a potential like title run or something, or at least he'll be a very credible challenger.
I mean, he could go up against Cody or Damian Priest.
He was over like a rover. Might have been the most over guy there.
The thing, too,
They were like universally behind him.
right now in WWE, Cody's the champion. Damian Priest is the other champion. It's not Roman and Seth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those could change.
Cody's not going to hold the belt for 3 years.
No. God, no.
Damian Priest isn't going to hold the belt for more than 6 months, I wouldn't think. If that. So,
Could be 2 months.
could be 24 hours. I mean,
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre didn't hold it for very long. Drew McIntyre did beat Seth Rollins, though. He hit the Claymore and became the new World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins losing. CM Punk on commentary, though, and says, Drew beat a compromised man. Seth had a tough match on night 1, and Drew then crawled over to Punk. Punk was on the commentary desk, and Drew crawled on the desk in his underwears, looking very seductive. I thought he was going to go and shove his dick in Punk's face. And it was, it was a weird move. Like, what are you crawling for, dude? Stand.
Yeah.
Stand and walk. Why are you who crawls to another man? You don't crawl to another man. It was a weird way to approach CM Punk. It was bizarre, which just kind of adds to Drew McIntyre. He's a weird guy. He's weird. Like, there's good parts about it, but he's just odd. The crawl was awkward. Like, no one else would do that.
I'm having trouble remembering exactly. Was it like a...
You got to see
like
it.
This kind of
telling
crawl,
you.
like that kind of like a seductive,
yeah,
like a seductive kind of.
It was bizarre.
He was on the mat and he was kind of like.
No, he did it on the announce. He got on the announce table, started crawling towards
because
Punk.
he wanted to get and Punk is like, "What do you want?" Like,
yeah, and then Drew started talking, and Punk's like, "I can't hear you. I have cans on."
Right.
He's like, I got the. It was so weird.
Yeah, that was a big part of the match was that Drew was distracted
by Punk,
hatred.
But eventually, it didn't matter. He still beat Seth. And then Punk seemed to not be able to hear Drew. And then Drew told Punk to suck it.
Yeah.
After crawling to him all, he stood up and was like, "Suck my penis." And it's like, what?
Oh.
It was odd. It was an odd moment. I was like, Drew, what's happening? Do you hate him or do you love him?
Maybe it's one of those things. It's like a romantic comment. First they hate each other.
Yes.
Now they love each other.
I think Drew's emotions may be confused.
His wife was there too, apparently.
It's not his first.
Gave her a kiss.
Yeah. And then Punk blew a kiss to her, too, after.
He did.
That was pretty good. That was...
Maybe they're a throuple?
Take it easy.
Oh, now take it easy.
You've gone too far.
He wants to shove his dick in his face. Maybe they're a throuple.
Hey, Drew's the guy who told him to suck it. And then Punk... After Drew told Punk to suck it, Punk did not enjoy that, so he grabbed Drew's leg and took him down... and then took his brace off his arm, and you're like, "Oh, Punk, are you okay now?" And I'm still not sure, because he got physical.
But not a lot.
No, but he hit Drew with the brace, and then put the boots to him, and then blew a kiss to Drew's wife, and then Damian Priest music hit, and he cashed in Money in the Bank on Drew, hits him with the finisher, 1, 2, 3, ends Drew's title reign in about 2 minutes, and Damian Priest is the new World Heavyweight Champion. And somebody on the press conference mentioned that Damian Priest, the first Puerto Rican world champion of Puerto Rican descent in the WWE in 50 years, not since Pedro Morales.
Wow.
Have they had a world champion of Puerto Rican descent, which is kind of amazing considering all the great Puerto Rican wrestlers that we've seen over the past 50 years. But, things happen like that. And Damian Priest, a great representative of professional wrestling. I like him as the world champion. Mm-hmm. I'm happy to see him get it. And, we'll see what this run is like. This is his time to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
spotlight's on him.
You want to be the champ. You want to be a top dog. You want to be on top. This is it. Sink or swim, baby. Let's see what you got. We'll see. We'll see. I think Seth has probably taken some time off. He looks hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed to have trouble getting out of the ring last night. I don't think that was fake.
No, it didn't seem... I don't know. I think he's banged up for real. I think he might be taking time off. I could see Roman taking time off. Yeah. We now have 2 champions on Raw. We have Cody on Raw and Damian Priest on Raw, and they're both the champions. So you would figure one of those guys would move to SmackDown. I think it'll be Damian Priest, honestly.
Yeah, do you think they're going to move all the Judgment Day, or they're just going to split it up? Probably.
I think they might just move Damian Priest over to SmackDown. I don't know. I just got a feeling that Cody's going to be on Raw still. Because they're moving Raw to Netflix in 2025. Right. I feel like that's where they want Cody.
That would make a lot of sense.
So I think Priest is going to go to SmackDown. Because SmackDown in 2025 is going to USA Network.
Yeah. It's funny how the shift...
That's it. Like SmackDown right now, we're kind of been used to, because it's on Fox and Raw's on the USA Network, that SmackDown's been treated like the A show with Roman Reigns and the A-level stars like The Rock and everything more consistently. But because Raw's going to be going to Netflix in 2025 and SmackDown's going to go to USA Network, I think Raw is going to go back to being the A show. And I think the A show should have the A champion, which is Cody Rhodes. So I think Damian Priest probably moves over to SmackDown. I think they move the World Heavyweight title to SmackDown.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, World Heavyweight title, SmackDown, goes hand in hand.
Yeah. And Johnny North wanted to know how I could have possibly enjoyed the street fight. And let me tell you how. Very simple, John. SNOOPDOGGY. D-O-G-G, you see. I mean, come on. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Snoopy D-O-Double was there, and he was on commentary killing it.
He was fantastic.
He is so good on commentary. He makes an average match seem extraordinary. He is fantastic. He's got the gift of gab. He's paid the cost to be the boss. From the basement to the church or whatever he says. So many good catchphrases. He's a fantastic guy. I love Snoop Dogg. And I love hearing him talk about smoking weed all the time with Michael Cole. And
I love that. Fucking McAfee, though, always going like, yes, we were high or upper and, green.
Yeah.
Just being so wink.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, lame.
You're not smoking weed, Pat McAfee. Nobody wants you. Michael Cole is like, I'm with you, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, spark up.
Yeah. Roll that shit, light that shit, smoke it.
Sticky icky.
Ooh, wait. Put it in the air. Put it in the air.
But yeah, no, Snoop Dogg. I love also Snoop Dogg just expresses genuine amazement and moves. He's like, "Whoa, how do you do that?"
Yes.
You know?
Oh, beat him down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the streets. It
Whoop
was
that
so
trick.
good. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's got genuine enthusiasm. He's fun. He's funny. He's just great, and he called that match so well. Bubba Ray Dudley was a special ref. They added so much into it. It was fun. Stiff kendo stick shots from the AOP and Karrion Kross on the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley to start the match. Montez did a nice dive from the corner to the outside.
Yeah.
Almost went over the barricade. That was cool. Scarlett hit B-Fab with a terrible trash can shot. The trash can was yeah. It was awful. But they made up for it when B-Fab put her and Scarlett through a table off the apron with a side Russian leg sweep. That was cool. The big bump there, it looked rough as hell. Eventually, Karrion Kross got in Bubba Ray's face. Bubba Ray didn't like it. And then he kind of pushed Karrion away. And then Bobby and the Street Profits, Bubba helped them do the what's up thing. They did the what's up. I like the Dudley Boy spots, and then they did the get the tables.
Didn't do a 3D, though.
And then, no, they didn't do a 3D, but they got the tables, and they set up Karrion Kross on the table. and then the table just crumpled. The table just went, nah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that on Butchermania.
Yeah, the table just didn't cooperate, so they went and they got another table, and then they put Cross on it, and they did the spot. I mean, the finish got botched, but who cares? It was a fun match. It was a silly match. It was a bunch of nonsense. Bubba Ray doing nonsense. Snoop Dogg on commentary. Snoop Dogg came in and started dancing and celebrating after the match. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of fun. I don't know why Johnny North didn't like that. I guess he doesn't like Snoop Dogg. But, John,
You probably think Snoop Dogg is still, considered dangerous.
with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. You know?
Somehow, some way.
Oh.
So, yeah, no, I enjoyed that match. It's probably Karrion Kross's best match, if you think about it.
Kick a little something for the G's at 2 in the morning and the party still jumping because my mama ain't home. We got bitches in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you want to do? Shit, I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. So turn off the lights and close the doors. But for what? We don't love you hoes. Yeah. So we go smoke an ounce to this. G's up, hoes down while you motherfucking bounce to this. Rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice.
That's what he was promoting.
Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
That's probably not something in Canada, gin and juice.
I guess not.
The can thing.
When he's like, man, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre have a beverage called gin and juice. Sign me up.
Could be good.
I know all the words to gin and juice.
I know.
Laid back. Now that I got me some Seagrams gin, everybody got their cup, but they ain't chipped in. Now the type of shit happens all the time. You want to get yours, but fool, I gotta get mine. All right. We're good. We're good. DJ Dark says, please fire everyone and let Snoop call the show, please. Yes. Yes. All right. So WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2, WrestleMania 40 in the books. How about it?
Yeah.
Yankees up 7-0 on the Marlins right now.
Love to see it.
Killing the game. I mean, the Marlins are the worst team in baseball.
Have they won?
They have one victory, I believe.
They won once, yeah.
I think they're 1-8, and the Yankees are 8-2 or something. Something like that.
It's all good.
Yankees are winning a lot of games. They're in first place in the East, and the Marlins are losing a lot of games, and they're in last place in the NL East because they suck. 7th inning, Yanks up 7-0, and I'm gonna go watch the Raw after Mania. After I see the Yankees firmly defeat the Marlins.
Debuts expected or Braun? No, he's still the tag champion in NXT. So
I heard they got MJF on the show tonight.
I mean, hey, if you want someone to challenge Cody and be like, "Yo, I am your challenge now," you want everyone to be like, "Yo, this is a new era."
There are rumors that they may have MJF,
like his contract.
There are rumors, but I don't believe them. Nothing like real credible. But
has he been spotted in the Philadelphia area?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I mean, Long Island's not far away.
I just heard some rumors that I saw some stuff last night where people are like, "Did they sign MJF?" Like there was some stuff going on. I was like, "Huh?" But it's just kind of like speculation.
Okay.
Speculation right now. Until he shows up again in AEW, though, I think people are going to kind of wonder. I think most people assume he's still signed to AEW, but it's an assumption that we're making.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Until he shows up, we don't know.
Until he returns, you go, well. And if he showed up in WWE, you'd be shocked, but you'd also go, oh, I guess
he signed with Nick Khan. Jolly old St. Nick.
Well, that's it. I mean, he has been teasing it for so long. Yeah. The bidding war of 2024.
We're in 2024.
His best friend in the whole world, Cody Rhodes, just became champion.
Yeah.
You see Ricky Starks in a box all crying. Ricky Starks was there.
Are people going to say he betrayed them?
They should.
Are people going to confront him and say, you betrayed us?
I am less excited for Raw tonight than I am for Dynamite on Wednesday, where AEW is promising to air the Jack Perry CM Punk backstage footage.
How is that? Do they have audio?
I don't know, but
those things aren't usually mic'd up.
What the hell is that going to be?
Is this going to be like some kind of fake out or something, like a reenactment or something?
No, I don't think. The word is they're actually airing real footage. This is not a work. This is not a bait and switch.
Doesn't leave him up any kind of lawsuit.
I saw Meltzer saying this is real. They're actually showing it.
Okay, so someone gave him that information.
I saw the Meltzer, and the Meltzer is saying that it is real. It is really happening. And his friend, the Alvarez, said the same thing.
Wow.
Meltzer and the Alvarez.
Observed.
If the Meltzer and the Alvarez are saying something is happening in AEW, I believe it, because those guys seem to know what's happening in AEW. I wonder why. Ask CM Punk. I think he's got some ideas.
Saw the Bucks and Kenny and Jericho in the Cody video package last night.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah. They photoshopped an AEW logo out of Matt Jackson's jacket, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Like the original picture, he's got an AEW logo, but they took it out, which is fine.
And they also mentioned Chris Jericho.
Did they?
I want to say they mentioned when AJ Styles lost to Chris Jericho, I think, during the LA Knight match. I think they mentioned that. They mentioned when they were going through... they talked about the code breaker, too. They said, I think someone used a code breaker. They're like, yeah, it's a code breaker.
They're being more real with what wrestling is. They're not doing sports entertainment anymore. They're saying pro wrestling. So they're showing
just another company.
It's different, and they will acknowledge that there are other wrestlers in the world. And also, when Michael Cole was running down the opponents that Roman had defeated, he mentioned Edge and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's just it's a fact. It's not like, what? Who are these people? They're not in WWE. They must be in space or something, like how they've always kind of treated it.
That old WWE thing of treating the other wrestling companies like they don't exist is, I think, pretty much over.
Yeah.
I mean, WWE has acknowledged AEW, kind of meanly, but they've acknowledged it, which is fine.
Yeah.
I really look forward to seeing what AEW has in store for us on Wednesday, because, like, if they show footage that makes Punk look like a total fraud and liar, that's crazy, and I really want to see that. If they have footage that's like kind of like, that's really inconclusive, then I also want to see that. Whatever it is, there's been so much talk about what happened backstage. The fact that they have footage and they're going to show us is crazy, and I can't wait to see what it is. And the fact that they are willing to show us makes me think that they've got some shit to make Punk look like a dick.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't.
I don't know how they can make him look like more of a dick than he did in that blue suit last night. But, man, they're going to try. Man, he looked like a dick in that blue suit. He just, I don't know, something about Punk in a suit. And, like, on commentary and, like, hey, Cody, hey, Triple H.
Hey, Pat McAfee.
Hey, Pat McAfee. It's just like, oh, what happened to you, man? The 2010 Punk would look at this version and be like, ugh, what happened to me? Sad. It's just sad to see, your heroes get old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, man, this is the turn you're making, It's like some guys get old and stay cool. Some guys get old and, like, become this other thing. And you go, what is that? What are you now?
What happened to you?
What happened to you? Okay, we got to go. We're going to go watch Raw. We're going to watch the Yankees win another game because the Yankees are the best baseball team in the goddamn world. Thank you to Harold Schneider. You're the Super Chat leader of the night. Thank you to all the members tuning in. Angelo Contagonis, Harold Schneider, Antoinette, and Patrick Dano. All sorts of members, all sorts of people checking in here this evening on a special show, right? Monday night, 7 o'clock. When do we ever do a show on a Monday night at 7? But you guys showed up because you love what we do here on the Ringside Report Network. So we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll be back Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Freddie and AJ for Ringside Report MMA. And it is a massive week in the world of MMA because UFC 300 coming up on Saturday. Did you think I was taking a break? I thought I was until I realized UFC 300 is on Saturday. So no break for Big Dave. Dave was busy all weekend with WrestleMania, and he'll be busy again coming up. We've got shows Thursday night for Ringside Report MMA. Friday night, back with Johnny North for Wrestling Uncensored at 10 o'clock right after SmackDown. So we'll see what WWE has in store for us coming up this week, and we'll recap it on Friday. And then Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be watching UFC 300 here with you for the live UFC 300 watch-along, which should be electrifying. So, TKO Group keeping us very busy.
Seriously.
That
big
Ari
money
Emanuel,
a couple weeks for them.
that Ari Emanuel is just giving me all my entertainment.
Boffo box office.
Exactly.
Boffo.
I don't know what that means.
I think big.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody checking us out here on a Monday for the WrestleMania 40 Night 2 post show here on the Ringside Report Network. Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word.
You know the drill. Hit that subscribe button, flip those notification switches.
We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time.